Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. I know I'm still sounding a bit weird, bear with me. For anyone new here, my voice doesn't usually sound this terrible, so don't just abandon the channel. But it is nice to be able to film again, I must admit. Actually got more than one video done today, which is amazing, and definitely back on the right track for me. So today I wanted to do with you guys my 10 books to finish in 2022 mid-year update. So last year in 2021 there was a video tag circulating for 10 books to finish in your lifetime. So I'm not going to finish these books this year. I don't colour anything that fast, never mind a set of books. But for the tag, you picked the 10 books that you wanted to really work on, and you did your best with it. I of course finished none of those books, but it did get me into thinking how it's nice to concentrate on a set of books and really start to pad those pages out and feel that sense of accomplishment of a book when you flip through it that has, an actual majority of the pages coloured. I have a very big book collection. I am a book collector and a YouTuber, so we tend to have way more books than is reasonable or necessary, if we're being really honest. But hey ho, I'm not giving my books away. So at the beginning of this year I did my 10 books to finish to 2022 update. That doesn't mean I want to finish them this year, there's no chance, but it means I want to really work in those books and concentrate on them. So what I want to bring to you is where I'm at with those 12 books I picked, because I can't stick to the simplest of rules, and what I want to change for the mid-year and how I'm feeling about it, and a little chat and update about it all. So my original 12 books, I'm going to go through those. I had Johanna Basford Secret Garden in my 10 books to work on, and I had 6 pages done at the end of last year, and I have 6 pages done now. So I think what's really nice about this tag is that you can also really see whether you're being drawn to it, whether it's realistic that you want to work in that book at the moment. So Secret Garden, it lasted last year and this year, but I'm going to cull this from my set of books to finish and the ones that we're focusing on in our videos for the rest, the second half of the year. So I'm going to retire my Secret Garden for now. What that kind of means is, I'm going to pop it back on my shelf. It's not going to be something I concentrate on, and you won't see coloralongs in it, seeing as you haven't done anyway, because I haven't been colouring in it. So love the book, one of my favourites, but obviously not one I'm being drawn to at the minute. I also had pulled in my set another Johanna Basford book. I had World of Flowers pulled into my 12 to finish, and I had 4 pages done at the end of last year, and I have 6 pages done now. So I've done 2 pictures, and it doesn't sound like a lot, but you guys know how fast I colour isn't fast at all. So I've enjoyed the couple I did. This one is a colour along on the channel. I'll try and remember to link down below any video colour alongs that I mentioned for you guys, and I show you how I like to silhouette pictures. I believe that featured in my Georgione pencils review on the channel. Grabie did send me their Georgione 72 pencil set, and it's a nice set. I did a review, and that I will link below as well, and I worked on this page for that. So always good for things like that, this book. And I'll be honest, I enjoy this book, and this is kind of my relaxing go-to kind of book, so I am keeping it in my list of books. So that one is staying. I have, of course, a Christine Karron in my 10 books to finish. I selected Fairy and Fantasy 3. Sorry guys. And you know, it's hard to pick, but I picked one. This is probably because it was the only one I had 2 pictures already done in. I had 2 pages done at the end of last year. I have 3 pages done now. So I've only done 1 picture so far this year, but I did love it. I really enjoyed it, and I am keeping this book in my books to finish. And really, I think, you know, counting up the pages that I've got done and what I've worked in has kind of really shown me as well which ones of the books that are staying that I'd like to focus on a little bit, that I'd like to see a few more colour alongs go up on the channel for you guys. So that is staying. That is the only one I've added to that book. I have, of course, my Jade Summer books. These were in last year and they will be staying this year. These are my true go-to relax marker books. I have the Chibi Girls 2-in-1 and the Chibi Horror, both in their grayscale version. I love these books. I love doing buddy colours in these books because they don't take me too long, so I don't get behind and people aren't waiting. They're just enjoyable pages that, you know, I like to do, I like to work on. And they're always fun. This is a new one I've done this year. So for my Chibi Girls, at the end of last year I had 12 pages done and I now have 15, so I've got 3 pages in there. And my Chibi Horror, at the end of last year I had 9 pages done and I now have 12. So again, it's not, you know, it's not a million pages added, but I got a few new ones in there. I did this guy, he was really fun to do, to be honest. And I'm glad I kept them in my group. This is the Light Wish markers that I've decluttered because of the terrible buckling that they cause to the page. So yeah, and they will be staying again this time. I did this one as well. She was just nice, easy fun. So I intend to keep those and enjoy having those in the set, and know myself that I want to keep working in those, you know, just off to the side, generally kind of just on my own. Okay, so that brings us to my Vassal Psycho Reptiloids. You guys know I love this book, but I mean, surprisingly, it's not the one I've worked in the most this year. You will see the crazy work I've been doing in one of my other books. So I had 11 pages done at the beginning of this year, and I now have 14. So 3 isn't actually an awful lot. I think I did this one in January, testing out my sprayer fob and pencils that are quite new to me. But yeah, I do love and enjoy working in this book. I think that was February's maybe, so that's another new one. Not sure which other of them would be a new edition. Maybe that was a Christmas one. But yeah, I haven't worked in it an awful amount, but I am keeping it in as I know it will be one I want to pop back to very soon. Now for my latest obsession would be my Hannah Enchanted faces. I have really enjoyed working in this thing and kind of gone a little bit crazy, especially for me. I'm quite surprised how many I've got done. I had 5 pages done at the end of last year and I have 17 pages complete in this book now, and yeah, I'm kind of still going strong. I've done 2 this month already. A lot of people like to buddy colour in this one, so it's been working out quite nice to, again, they don't take me too long, so I can keep caught up with my buddies. I just need to finish this, so technically it's 17 and a half. I've just done this one, sneak peek. That was last month's. So you can get some really beautiful little pages. Another new one. I'm showing you all my month's ends. Really enjoyable. So this one is staying. I have been really enjoying working in that little book. We have Melpomene Chatsy Panigotu's Circle of Life. Last year I finished out with 3 pages. This year I have 4. I know it doesn't sound like a lot and makes it seem like I should remove it from my set, but they take me a long time. It's usually a month-long project for a page in here. I think that took about 3. I did this one this year and I loved working on it. Really enjoyed this guy. So yeah, not sorry that it was in my list, and although I haven't worked in it an awful lot, I have a whip in it at the moment and I am keeping it. I think it's a popular one, it's a good one for the channel. A lot of people have it, it's very affordable. Over here you can get this for about £5 in some of our shops, so I'm going to keep that one in. I do like to keep accessible popular books in my set so that I know the colour-alongs are going to be things that you guys actually want to see and are relevant, and you know, books that you can actually get hold of. That brings me to my Hanna Karlzon Tales from the Forest Kingdom. I love this book, by far my favourite out of hers. I'll be honest, it was so hard not to add more of her books into the set that I'm going to add into this, but I just know if I have too many of the same artist in my 10 books to finish pile, you know, I just start kind of dithering over what to do. It slows me down and it's not helpful, and all I'm doing is just spreading my work out over their books when really I want to be working in one. At the end of last year I had 3 pages complete in this book. I now have 5 pages complete. Again, does not sound like a lot, but I've really enjoyed working in it. I did this one as a colour along with you guys on the channel. Really enjoyed that page. This always works out really nicely for doing videos for you guys. Let's see, I did this one as well as a 3-part colour along on the channel. I did a pan pastel skin tutorial as well from this on the channel. So I'm definitely keeping this one in the books for the rest of the year. I am part way through another colour along for you guys that I'm filming, so I'll put that back in there. And yeah, this one is staying. I always really enjoy working in that book, and a lot of you guys like it and own it and do request the colour alongs in it, so we'll keep that one in. I have Carla Magana Hot Tropics. This was a lovely gift from a friend of mine, and at the end of last year I had 1 page completed in this, and I now have 3. It's a wonderful book, but I don't find myself drawn to it ever since I bought another one of hers. So this will not be staying in my 10 books to finish. I'm going to be removing this but swapping it for another Carla Magana one, which I will show you at the end. We then have my 2 Jashley books. I have Little Fantasy, which had 1 page completed at the end of last year and still has 1 page complete, and I have my fantasy collection book which had 1 page complete last year and still unfortunately has 1 page complete, but only because it's taking me a year and a day to get this guy completed. I did work on this in a colour and chat, I believe. My last colour and chat was working on the flowers on this page. I'm really enjoying this. I wanted to film another colour and chat, so then it's been kind of sat waiting instead of completing it until I could talk my way through a video. So you'll see another colour and chat very soon, and I will be working on this page. Oh, the pauses took off. Right, so yeah, what I found is I love both these books, but having both the books in my pile again makes me and ah over which book to choose. So what I'm going to do is keep my fantasy collection book in my 10 books to finish, but remove my little fantasy. So again, I found it very difficult not to add my Flower Ladies by Jashley into this pile, but I really do think, you know, there's such gorgeous pictures. I need to stick to one book from each artist if I'm going to be able to actually make a bit of a dent. So again, I'm going to do that. So for my 12 books from the beginning of this year, 3 I'm going to remove. So The Secret Garden, Hot Tropics and Little Fantasy I'm going to pull out, so you won't see those in any color-alongs. Well, you know, for the next few months. So the new additions I've decided to add to the channel's content, and I know I have 2, 3, 4, 5 books here, and technically I actually have a 6th. So I am taking out 3 books from my original 12 books to finish, leaving 9, and I'm adding 6 on, which will give 15 to pull from. I know it's a lot, it's crazy, but you guys know what I'm like. If I don't have a little pile of books, I get kind of fed up and a little bit antsy, and these are the ones that have kept kind of shouting out at me. I have honestly been sat poring over my bookcase for probably about an hour, pulling out books, putting them back, whittling down this decision, umming and ahhing over what's going to be in the second half of the year, and it's so difficult. But I have decided to add a Derya Cakirsoy book. I wanted to do it in January, but it just seemed like I was adding too many books, so I kept with my 12, but I am going to add Colour and Chicks 2, mainly because I've actually completed a page in this. So I have 1 completed page in this when we are starting this up. Bear with me. That is this front page that I did. I actually did this as a 2-part colour along with you guys in Prismacolor, I believe. I will leave that down below for you guys if any of you are interested in any of these colour alongs. The link will be in the description. So I really enjoyed this. I loved working on it, and so yeah, I pulled this book because it's got some gorgeous grayscale portraits in that I thought might be quite nice for the channel. Because it's one of her slightly older ones, I thought maybe more people would have it. So they're very easy to get hold of, very accessible, and some people really like grayscale, and I know a lot of other people want to do grayscale, but it makes them really nervous. So I was hoping having some colour alongs in these books would make that you know, more accessible for you guys so you could follow along. I have added Johanna Basford Worlds of Wonder. This is one of her newer books. In fact, it is currently the newest book. I know she has one coming out soon, but this is still the latest book of hers. It's a very popular one. A lot of people have it. It's quite cheap and accessible from Amazon, so I figured I would add this one in. I like how it's got the little pictures. I was thinking of doing like a mini picture series. I don't know how you guys would find that, like a picture a day for however many days maybe, and we could spend a couple of weeks just doing little pictures together. I've never done anything like that on my channel, so I don't know how you guys would feel about it. If it's something you'd really be interested in, please let me know in the comments below, as it's definitely something I've been toying with. Quite like the little you know, the picture pieces that you get in these that we could work on as little kind of page a day pieces. I have currently 2 pages completed when we are starting this in here, so it would be interesting to see how far I can get in this before the end of the year. I know. I had a Joseph Captain Bang mythographic book in my first year. Never touched it, never did anything with it. It was a bit of a so I pulled it out, saying, it was silly to choose it, and that I would never get anywhere with it. And yeah, I'm putting in a mythographic Joseph Captain Bang back in, but I've picked animals this time. And it's mainly because I want to practice backgrounds, and you've got really good spaces in these pages to kind of practice like neocolour and skies and things. And I also like that it's a lot of different animals, because that is also something that I would like to get some practice in. It's something I haven't coloured a lot of, and that I'm not particularly skilled at. And then, they add flowers in there, which I like to colour all the time, so easy as. And just when I've got one whip in here, that is from when I very first started colouring 2 years ago, so I hopefully will be able to piece in and fix that. So I have no completed pages in this book, and would really like to see if we can rectify that with the beautiful books that these are. I really want to start getting some pages completed in them. So I have added animals back into my 10 books to finish. This is the Carla Magana book that I mentioned. I bought Spooklet Sketchbook. I was watching someone's channel, and it's quite a popular one. It's one of her newer ones, and out of her books, I really do fancy working in this one. I've held off because I was, supposed to be working in my Hot Tropics. I was trying to behave, so I'm just going to straight swap that one for this one. So I currently have no pages completed in Spooklet Sketchbook, and I'm hoping to be able to quickly rectify that situation. Okay, 2 left, we're nearly there, guys. So I have ordered the new Morgan O'Brien Matchstick Mouse Summer. I have a few of his books now. I have the Yoda Baby one, 2 of the Matchstick Mouse ones. I've ordered A New Way Home because I couldn't help it, which is the one that's a bit like Animal Crossing. Pixie is such a bad influence on me. We're going to be having words. If you guys haven't watched Pixie's projects, her channel is amazing. She does really fun stuff, and she has been lately showing the Morgan O'Brien books, and she kind of got me hooked onto the whole Matchstick Mouse and Baby Yoda and New Way Home. She's got a lot to answer for at the moment, so I have added that book in. I picked the summer one because we're coming up to that time of year, and it just, from what I've seen, obviously it's not here yet, but from what I've seen, it just looks like a really fun one. They look like nice, simple, easy projects. I know a lot of you guys are starting to get those books, so I thought maybe again you guys would enjoy some colour alongs in those. Again, if you let me know if that's something you're interested in. If you're hearing snorting, my dog has arrived. That is not me, my cold's not that bad. So unfortunately it's just not here yet for me to be able to pop it on screen for you, but you will be seeing pages in it very soon, I'm sure. And then the last book, a very recent acquisition of mine, I got Selena Fenwick's Fadorables Minis 2, and it's the pocket-sized book. And I'll be honest, I've enjoyed the pocket-sized Enchanted Faces so much, and obviously you guys know I've been very sick the last few weeks, and I just I found this really relaxing, simple and easy project to pick up when you're just not feeling it, and you just want that little bit of colouring relief without starting or embarking on a masterpiece. And I've already done a page in it, and I've only had it 5 minutes, so you guys know that's unusual for me. My books tend to sit around a good long time before I get round to them because of the the collection that I have. So I just really wanted to add this fun, cute little set. I mean, how can you not? I don't know if, do many of you guys have this book? Would this be a kind of book that you would like to see some colour-alongs on the channel? I'm unsure of how popular or... I mean, I know it's easy to, it's an Amazon print, it's easy to get, it's from Amazon. I just wasn't sure kind of, whether this would be one of the kind of books that you guys would be interested in. But either way, I can still pull it for something that I'm going to work on for the next few months. So that is my new set of 15 books to finish, updated for the latter half of 2022. So as you guys know, colour-alongs and colouring chats will be focused in these books. If there's anything specific out of this set that you'd like to see me work on in the next few weeks and film, you're always very welcome to pop that in the description box down below. You guys know I will... I'm always open to suggestions and requests and get round to as many as I can. And apart from that, I'm pretty excited. I will link all the books in the description box below that have been in the video, as always, guys. So if you want to be able to grab them from Amazon, you can. As always, if you found this video interesting in any weird way, please give me a thumbs up, it helps my channel. And if you're enjoying my channel content, please do subscribe. You'll get your notifications and things then, so you'll be aware of when I post videos and such. And yeah, thank you guys, it's been nice to sit and chat with you. I haven't filmed very much lately or been around as much because I've not been so well, so I missed you guys, essentially is the the gist of that. So I hope this was an interesting enough video for me to be returning with, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.